Okay, starting with the most boring one, I think. I really don't like when companies do this like plastic thing right here, this string, I guess, to keep the figures in place. I just kind of wish that it was just the plastic around it that kept it in place, because they usually lead to some pretty bad like marks on the plastic on the figure itself. Okay, here we are. What the fuck? I'm not sure if you can see this on camera. I guess you kind of can, but a lot of the toys from Jazzwares in the Pokemon series, they have like these grease marks, like this glue or something. Like I have so many of their figures that have like these random grease marks, which is really annoying because, you know, Pokemon is a premium brand. Like it's, you know, one of the most, it brings in the most revenue of anything ever. And then they have Jazzwares just leaving grease marks all over their toys. It's just kind of weird. And a bit annoying. This is a pretty good Cup Chew. I have another version. Yeah, this is from a gachapon set called like Pokemon Struggling Against the Wind or something. Obviously the Jazzwares is a lot, it's not like significant, it's pretty big. It's like, I would say 20 to 30% bigger. But I feel like you can kind of phone it in. I'll put them up here. That's pretty cute, I like that. I'm going to show my ice type Pokemon trainer here. And another thing is that I already have this playset, this ice one, but it came with different Pokemon. I think it was like, I'm not even gonna pretend to remember. But I think they did slightly different paint applications on the top here. I think they added a few more colors, and I think this is a different color as well. Let me go get that. Okay, here is the original, and it looks mostly the same. It is just the paint on these icicles right here. This one doesn't have it, and I guess there's a little bit more. That was gonna fall. I think this is a little bit darker, the blue and the side right here. What about the other side? Yeah, just this one's a little bit darker. This one just basically has more paint on it. This one has less paint up here. And the water is a bit darker down here as well compared to this one. So not much of a difference. I mean, obviously it's reuse of the same mold. So I'm surprised that there's much of a difference at all. But all in all, like a decent set. I kind of wish, I mean, they're gonna continue this environmental set, but I kind of wish they would have done a different type of ice, or I don't know, different environment, or I don't know. It feels kind of lazy to use the same exact environment. Like if they can make it like, so that way like maybe this, like it disconnects from the top here and you just take that off, and then you have like a different platform here, and you can just use, like if it came in two pieces, that'd be pretty cool. So that way you can, you know, change it up a bit. And if you want to re-release it with a different top, but still in the ice theme, it'll be cheaper than having to replace the entire thing, maybe. I'm not sure, I'm just spitballing here. I have no idea how toy manufacturing really works. But just releasing the same thing with slightly different paint, which is like basically indistinguishable, is not the best. I mean, I'm gonna buy it just for the figures and because they usually end up on sale. I think this one was like $2 off or something. And I just wanted to get shoulder. I feel like the eye, you can't really tell too well on camera. But like, I don't know, you can kind of see, like there's a little bit of blackness around the pupil. But I think this is a fine figure other than the glue on top, the glue residue on top. Moving on to the next figure. This went on clearance almost immediately after it released. I got it for 14 bucks. I think it's even cheaper now. And then they have these stand, the other stand. There we go. Can he stand on his own? Oh, his feet are so tiny. I don't think it's possible. Can you see how tiny his feet are compared to everything else? Pretty good articulation on the hip, but it's not like very like it feels like it can move very easily, like not that much weight could get it to, you know, move. This one's a lot tighter for some reason. Yeah, this maybe like 20% tighter. He has a decent bend here on the knee. I wish what the heck? I feel like he could have had way more elbow articulation than what is offered. Like, I feel like he could have done full 90 if they would have like pushed for it or designed it a bit better. These move all individual. Wow, this is actually pretty nice. Okay, let me get him. Oh, a decent amount of front and back. I really like this design. It's kind of weird that they have the hole on the side instead of like underneath, or I don't know, like I think even like right here down the middle of this hood, like right there would have been fine. But I guess not. It probably looks too suggestive for what the Pokemon company wants. It's kind of shame that it has all this swivel right here, but then it just get blocked by the hard plastic here. Okay, there it is. I feel like it's leaning forward too much. There we go. The feet are kind of floating right now because of the stand. Like, it's kind of like it wants to pop out of its. The peg wants to pop out of the hole that it has when I try to like adjust it. Still a pretty good figure. The only shame is like the only real shame is the elbows and the fact that it can't really stand on its own. But part of the not standing on its own is the design, and then the elbows I feel like is just like I have no idea why the elbows are not more bendable. I really like bug Pokemon, and here I have my bug type trainer. This is Boy Conan, or Future Boy Conan, I forget it's the anime name. And I think he looks great with bug Pokemon, or just like, you know, monkey type Pokemon, jungle type Pokemon, because he's like a kid in the garden essentially. So I think he looks really, really good with this figure. He finally has like his own like powerful Pokemon. Okay, moving on to the big package, which is something that I ordered recently because I had a gift card. Okay, hopefully it doesn't knock anything over. First things up, I'm gonna do Charizard, Mega Charizard X. I don't really care too much about the Mega forms, especially since, you know, it's just a one game thing, and you know, it was in the anime a couple times, but I don't know, it's just not like it's not as good as like the regular original version. I don't think there's any like Mega version that I really care about too much. But Charizard is cool, and I guess Mega Evolution for him is okay. Yeah, I don't really care. I actually prefer the Mega Y transformation because it makes him look like slimmer and kind of cool and a bit more. I don't know. I don't really like the wings on this guy. But that's just like my personal opinion. Like, you can like whatever you want. And here we have Mega Charizard X. Pretty cool figure. The design is kind of growing on me right now that I'm looking at it a bit more. I think I would still prefer Mega Charizard Y. Oh wow, they have it, the last version was segmented, and this one is the soft plastic. It doesn't bend as much, I feel. Yeah, like it's like this is so thick right here that it doesn't want to bend too much. It's just kind of like the end that bends. But I still like it. It's still like an improvement to me, honestly. Even if it doesn't bend as much, I feel like it's gonna struggle a bit if you want to use it for like an attack. Like, you can't really, because I feel like before you can just like really give it a bend and really change the angle on it, and now it's like kind of just the end of it bends. Yeah, pretty cool. And then here is Trainer Red, and then I'll grab Mega Charizard. I think they look pretty good together. Let me see. Yeah, it looks pretty badass. The Pokemon Origins anime short that they did was really, really good. And I thought the Mega Charizard was kind of okay or whatever. But I think this looks pretty badass. Okay, time for the final unboxing of this video, hopefully, possibly. Amazing. And boom. That is really, really good. So these unwrap, wow, they unwrap and everything. That's so cool. It's a little loose joint-wise, there's not much effort to make it move around. Oh, okay. That was stuck, and that was fine. That one's fine. The hip, pretty good. The knees, pretty tight, which I think is fine. That one was really tight. That was kind of scary. Let me twirl these back around. This is like one of my favorite Pokemon, and to finally get him, I feel like, oh shoot, is that supposed to move or not? I feel like there's a cutout here for this like neck piece to drop down and like push in and give him more like ability to look around. Oh shoot, I got so scared for a second. But I guess that's not a thing. It's just kind of like sitting there. It feels like you should be able to. I think that part right there is supposed to go inside and give it more neck articulation, but I guess not. Oh gosh, get on. There we go. The gem looks nice. I feel like this detail in the middle is like too soft. Like you can barely see it on camera. I feel like the lines are supposed to be a little bit thicker and a little bit like more visible. Where's the peg hole? Okay, the peg hole is in like a reasonable spot. The bottom of these usually just fall out all the time. Like whenever I'm like posing with it or trying to like make it turn or whatever, it'll just like pop out. I'm so happy to finally get this in the trainer series. You see right now it's trying to, like it'll just pop out. Wow, the color is actually very similar. It's kind of scary. Yeah, this looks. There's stories about Pokemon being very specific with their colors and how they allow the IP to be used. But like toys released like over a decade apart have very similar colors. It's kind of scary and pretty cool, I guess. This one has very limited articulation, but it does have noise effects from the movie, I guess. And the arms are bendy as well. But no knee, no torso. Oh, I guess the thigh bends or whatever. And this is like the fence form or whatever. So I'm glad to finally have another the original Deoxys form in my collection. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna add these guys to the display, trying to figure out where they go. If you want to subscribe to see more videos from me, like the video if you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching.